Well guys, I think I'm to a decent spot here. All right guys, just here with my boy, trying to get this going here. We've got a simple, just a basic frame that we've outlined so far. It goes all the way to the top. We've got that frame there so that we can put the wire on. So I still need to build the doors and things like that on this side, and then a few support beams on this side. But just using 2x2 wood. I've got a screwdriver. I do have a drill bit so that we can drill some holes in it before you put the screws in. Just because it is a 2x2, the wood does tend to split. So if you drill in a hole first, it keeps your wood from splitting. So only tools I have, I've got 2 drill bits, we've got a tape measure, we've got a miter saw, and a marker. So that's really all I'm using right now, and screws to put them in. So that's really all I'm using right now to build it. Yeah, bud. So just wanted to kind of show you that basic frame. I bought 12 of these. I don't think I'll need all 12. I just wanted to have a little bit extra for some other projects, but probably 8 of the, and I believe these are 8 or 10 feet long. I'll look at the measurements for you guys and put them down in the comments below. So I think where the ladder is right here is where we'll do a door, and then I'm going to do a bottom door right there so I can open up and vacuum down in there. You what? Yeah, hold on. And then up here, I'm going to see if I can put something, because I'm going to put the nest boxes in there, but I'm going to have them on the outside so I don't have to go into the cage at all to check the nest boxes. That's the goal, I guess. We'll see what happens. I did buy a different LED light, and I am also probably going to replace this, and we're going to put a fan here this summer in hopes to maybe help us out with the heat in the summertime, get some air flowing in here, especially at least until I can get that back aviary built and the birds can actually go outside for some of that air movement. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. We'll just kind of show you clips of what we're doing in the different stages. I'd like to get this all framed up, and then we're gonna paint everything, and then get our perches in and everything, and then we'll do our wire last. So hopefully it'll be good. So the dimensions are about 4.5 feet long, about 6.5 feet long, 4 feet deep, and about 7 feet tall. So good little flight. Like I said, probably just throw our stars in here to begin with, and then we'll be able to rotate birds in and out as well. And I think what I'm going to do as well, we're gonna take this plant, shift it around, and then we're gonna build a door in right here. So if I wanna just conjoin these flights, I'll be able to lift that door up and birds can come in and out as they please, and give them a little bit more space than they'd have access to both these flights. So it's kind of the plans right now. We'll keep you up to date as we move along. We'll do another video once I get my door and the frame structure in, and then another one once we get everything painted. Maybe talk about how we're gonna strategize on where we're gonna put our perches. I'd like to get some fake greenery to put in there as well, especially for the starfinches. I'd like to put a bunch of greenery around their nest boxes so they feel safe. I know they like to build nests in, shrubs and things like that. So hopefully that'll help encourage them breeding, because we are going to try kind of a colony setting of breeding here. So here's to hoping, right? Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Drop some comments on anything that you'd like me to add or different things that I've used. It's a pretty simple build, trying to keep it as basic and least expensive as I can. Really, so far I'm just in materials on wood, a box of nails, and I did have to buy a new roll of wire. I think it's 4 feet wide by 25 feet long, I believe, which should give me plenty of wire to do here. So, all right, guys. Sorry about the mess. I'm always making a bigger mess before I can clean it up and make it better. So, I just got all of my framing done, and I think I'm still gonna add a small little door right here. I've got 2 more pieces of wood. So I did end up using almost all. I bought the 12 2x2s, and they're 8 feet long. So I did end up using quite a bit of them. So yeah, so I think we've got everything, most of the framing done. And then once I put in this little door, I'll do a quick video of that. And then what we'll be doing next is kind of going through. I'm going to caulk all along the bottoms. I've got a little bit over here that the water from the outside, because it sits on a cement pad, seeps underneath. So we're going to try and seal that off a little bit better. I've got a few little gaps up top here that I need to seal off. And then we're going to paint this whole thing white, so similar to the other aviary. And then get all of our decorations and stuff in there, and then the last piece will be putting the wire on. And so I think what I'm gonna do, you guys can see, I put the wire on the outside on these ones, so the birds can perch on that, and they poop everywhere. I mean, even though I'm cleaning these off every Saturday when I clean the birds, after about 2 days, it looks like I haven't even touched it for a long time. So I think what I'm gonna do here to just preserve the wood and kind of the beauty of the aviary, I'm going to put my wire on the inside so the birds can't perch on this. So I'll make sure I have plenty of perches and things like that in here for them. But I'm going to do that so that this stays cleaner, longer. So that's maybe a little bit different thing that I'm going to do. And I'm going to do that as well with my aviary that I build outside. So far I've used 10 of my pieces of wood, my 8 feet pieces of 2x2. I've got a little strip here, probably about a 4-foot strip here, and then 2 full long strips back in my garage. So used up a good portion of it. I'm gonna do some nest boxes up here on the outside when we're all done with things. Then that way I don't have to go inside to check nest boxes. I can do it all from the outside, similar to this one. It's been really nice. And got the door installed tonight. Works great. So super excited, guys. So hopefully it'll all work out good here in the end, and we'll keep the momentum and progress going. I will put a light. I've got my wire right here. So I will put my light on the inside, or maybe just barely on the outside, just to keep it clean. And then, like I said, I'm gonna take this one down, and I have a fan, a little rotating fan that I'm gonna put up in here. So in the summertime, we can turn that puppy on, and it won't so much cool the bird shed down, but it'll get a good amount of airflow coming through, and it'll suck it back up through my vent. So I'm hoping that we'll get just the motion of air to cool it down just a little bit in the summer times when we're between 100 and 105 degrees. So it gets really hot in here. Anyways, just quick update there. Hopefully next up you guys will see it with that bottom door on and painted. Screws right there in that box. All right, guys, so we got that in there. We'll just throw in a lock real quick so that it holds nice and tight, but that'll be good because then it'll give me some access to the ground without having to open up the big cage and worrying about the birds flying out. All right, guys, we've got wire on this piece here. We've got this door all nice and wired. So one thing that I'm doing with this, and I think that I'm eventually going to change in here, I'm gonna flip the wire. I put the wire on the inside so that they can't sit on these in hopes that it keeps it cleaner. You can see how dirty they get because the birds like to perch on them. So I'm gonna change that with this one. But the one thing that I didn't take into account, and it was fine on this side doing that, but if we come over here, for me to put the wire on in here, I needed an extra board because if my door comes and closes, I don't have anywhere to hook my wire onto. So I had to add these boards all down there so I'd have something to nail my wire on. So had to add those real quick and get them painted, and then we'll throw the wire on. And it came down to it, guys. I used all 12 of those 2x2 boards. So these are 2x2x8, and I used all 12. It'll be about perfect. My last piece will go right here so that I can close that side off. The door will be fine because I'll just hook it onto the door piece, right? But yeah, something I didn't take into account that I had to add, so. All right, guys, I've got I got the cage pretty much put together. Got our wire on. We sealed up along the bottoms, along the edges. Got everything in there. Looks nice. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put our perches in and kind of figure out how we want the layout of the land to go. And hopefully we'll be able to get some birds in here pretty soon. So here's kind of the step back view of it. So a good nice little flight that we're gonna be able to put our birds in. I'm super excited about it. Gotta find me some branches and things like that to put in. So once we can find that, we'll get them in there, try and put them in there strategically and figure out where I wanna put my food and water. I don't know if I wanna, I'm debating if I want to put like a little shelf right here or a little shelf right here, probably attached to that piece of wood, and just set the food and water on top of that instead of having it on the floor like I have here. I think I'm going to elevate all of these guys' feed and water. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully hopefully it'll work out. We also replaced the light. We're gonna have to put all these cords up on the ceiling. We've got a nice bright light. We took this light down. We kind of changed some things up a little bit. It just gives us options, so really excited about it and hope that we can have some good success there. So, well guys, I think I'm to a decent spot here. We've got our plants up in there. We've got a little perch here. I took a rope and put it across for a different type of perch. We've got a metal perch up here, and then we kind of broke down the branch, kind of a top to bottom style, and then we left this spot open, and hopefully most of this open so that the birds don't poop on it. We'll see, and then we'll line our nest boxes up across the top, kind of similar to what we've done here. And then I added some more plants over there, changed up their branch as well, put one across, and took away the one that was kind of down the bottom. Once that final zebra finch fledges, we're gonna take this whole plant out. We're gonna take that plant out. Either replace them or just get rid of them altogether. But so yeah, so I kind of intentionally left an open layout here so they can easily come in. You can come in, close the door, Got this, it might be fun. Just kind of give something different. We've got several different styles and sizes of perches. We've got this one, we've got our rope. This one's kind of a metal one that's hooked onto the wire. We've got different ones throughout here. We've got a little hanging perch there. So I think it'll be fun. Kind of got some depth to it. They can go as high as they want. They can come down as low or down to the ground. I might maybe put something across from here to here. But I'm trying not to crisscross as much as I can the branches above each other, because then what happens is the birds poop on the lower one and then the lower branches accumulate poop, which might happen. So this overhangs about right here. So we'll see if, kind of this stuff here gets filled up with poop or not. Be interesting to see. And then we'll probably put our food around here so we can open up this small door and do it. Or if that one doesn't work, we could put their food down here. Just try not to open up this big door as much as I don't have to. But if we could just do this little door here, do our food and stuff, and maybe I'll just bend the food over this way so that the birds from above don't poop on it, etc. So still just waiting for this all to seal up and dry. Once it does, we'll be able to put some birds in here, so not too bad.